Up, Doodle Clubbers and Chroma Clubbers. Today is another edition of Ask DCH. Okay, well, Ghosty the Dark One asks, let's play Truth or Dare. Let's say you pick Dare. I dare you to draw something on here to the best of your ability. Well, first of all, I guess drawing something amazing would inspire people. I think that's what people want, but um my goal with Chroma Club and Doodle Club is to inspire people to create projects, right? And so I started with drawing. And I know I've discussed this. I wanted to move to music and other things too. So I just want to clarify that for me, Doodle Club was the first step. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm the best drawer. I definitely have drawn before. But the drawing was more because I like to do cartoons and stuff like that. So the drawing was more for creating other things that I want, other types of media that I wanted to do. I like the creative process. So when you talk about my favorite things that I've made recently, I would say that this is my favorite one. And remember, I'm using a base that someone else provided. And that's what I really like about Doodle Club and Chroma Club is the idea that, hey, you know what? I wouldn't have been able to make this, which is one of my favorite drawings recently, without the help of someone else providing that base. And so, while I'm not going to do a drawing right here on Ask DCH, I would say this is my best drawing that I've had in a long time. But reading your question and also just reading some of the other questions, I've just realized that, you know what I'm going to try to do for this week is draw one cool thing every day. I'll draw it, we'll see what happens, and we'll go from there. Okay, so Christmas Turtle asks, is it hard for you to stay calm and peaceful with so many haters? I would say, first of all, I'm happy that there are people playing. Now, what I'm more concerned about is why in the last 2 weeks this place has turned more negative. And I feel part of it is because of the chat being removed, so all the negativity is moved out of the chat area. Sure, we have chat. By the way, the chat is right here. You go to the news and then tap on Vote for Doodle of the Day and go to the bottom and you'll see it there. It's not as big as it was before, but maybe that's why there's so many haters now. I don't know, but I'm happy that people are playing, and if you have suggestions on ways to make it so there are less haters, let me know. Okay, Cab is Cool asks, can we have more things to do on here, and can you bring back the paintbrush for drawing? I would say that, yeah, we're going to potentially add, because I'm working on the virtual world, we're going to potentially add mini games and more interesting quests. So it's in progress, and if you have other suggestions on ways to improve that, either post on my wall or show up to the club meetings that I have at 6:30 p.m. Doodle time every day. Okay, Moonflower42 asks, why don't you draw? And as I've mentioned before, for me, drawing is a means to an end. And so I really like to work on projects. And so for me, drawing, say, the tabs to put on top of here would be more fun. Even though I didn't do that, I think Ghosty the Dark One actually made the artwork for most of the tabs on top. But I don't draw because I'm more focused on how to get to the next level or the next update for Doodle Club and Chroma Club. But you have brought up a good point, and I think I'm going to start spending a little time every day drawing. So thanks. You and Ghosty, thanks. Tatucci asks, I have a question. I was wondering if maybe you could make a small section in the shop where you can make a shirt for real money. Is that for just me, or do you mean for every player? Because if for those of you that don't know, we've actually been working on the shirts for Doodle Club and Chroma Club, and so here are the two that we have so far. Here's one of them. This one has the dragon with the tail, and here's the other one without the tail. But the good thing is this doesn't look clipped. So in the comments below, if you have any suggestions, post exactly which shirt you like. And if you have any feedback on ways to improve the shirt, I'm going for I don't know. I'm going to keep what I prefer to myself, and I just want to see what other people like. Okay. Neon Flare asks, oh, by the way, going back to Tatucci's question, I don't know if you meant the shirt in general or if everyone should be able to make their own shirts to sell. I'm open to everyone making their own shirts to sell. Just let me know what you meant and post it on my wall or even in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do. Neon Flare asks, what year was Doodle Club founded? 2011. Okay, Shy Artist asks, hello, my name is Taylor, and I wanted to ask you what are the new upcoming ideas for Doodle Club? Okay, I'm going to take these questions one at a time because it's kind of long. New ideas for Doodle Club are mainly we got to move to the virtual world. Okay, so I'm working on the virtual world and mini games for the virtual world. I'm also going to work on adding coins that you can buy because I realize when I play the game, I run out of coins, and if I couldn't give myself coins, I'd be really upset. So we're going to have coins too. Okay, any new tools for drawings? Yes, in the virtual world, the new drawing area has a nice pinch zoom, which I like. It also is simplified, and um, and it takes up less space. So those are new things. Those are new tools for drawings, mainly the pinch zoom. Also, there will be transparency in the iOS version. Okay, any new upcoming? Oh, transparency and also variable sizes, because I know that was in the Android version, but not in the iOS version. Now it'll be in the iOS version. This is for the Chroma Club, the virtual world update. Any new Okay, um, and any new upcoming features for Doodle Club? As I've mentioned, um, as I mentioned before, I think that's a rehash of your first question, which is that we're gonna move to the virtual world as quickly as possible. I've got some other ideas for new types of projects I want to add, and also new ways to do projects. So I'm gonna experiment with those, and I'll keep people posted. But those are the main things at this point. I also wanted to add notifications so that you get notified if people comment on your doodle or add something. My second question is, what inspires you to create Doodle Club? As I've mentioned before, I want to inspire people to do projects together. So that's really what I'm excited about, and that's what the whole point of Doodle Club is. And it's just, Doodle Club was the first step. We're actually along one of the steps to get there. And that's why I'm going to move to the virtual world, and I also have some ideas to make projects more interesting. Okay, and the other question is, are you the only one who develops the ideas, or is there another crew also? I'm one of them, but there are other people who definitely help out with Doodle Club. It's a complicated project, and I definitely need help to run it. My last question is, if you will be hiring any Doodle Club members on here to help you make Doodle Club a more friendly, more interactive environment. Okay, I think that's cool. I'm open to doing that. If I see someone who can provide good ideas, I think what you can do is just show up to my club meetings every day at 6:30. We have a group of Doodle Clubbers and Chroma Clubbers who come in and we just discuss ideas for ways to improve the game. So hopefully that'll be something that you could consider joining. Doodle Twins asks, "Do you like Young Justice?" I don't really know what Young Justice is, so I would have to say no comment on that. Maybe I'll look it up later. Snow Wovian asks, "Do you play video games?" I really don't play video games, and that's why you see I'm really more focused on the social part and the interactive, like working together part, rather than the video game part. I'll play video games just to learn what is fun about them, what they're doing, and I have to understand how to do them related to the virtual world and mini games, because mini games are an important part of making the next version of Doodle Club and Chroma Club fun. So I mainly do video games to study them. Okay. Charlie the Dark One asks, what inspired you to make Chroma Club and Doodle Club? As I said before, I just want to promote and inspire people to do cool projects together. That's my goal, and that's what I enjoy doing, and so I'm working on that. And that's really, so stuff like video games and virtual world, those are a means to an end to accomplish this goal. Okay, Unknown Jammer asks, do you like to roleplay? I would say I can do a little RP, but it's not something I'm totally into. I like to build worlds that you can roleplay in. I mean, that's fun. But I wouldn't say I would necessarily like to roleplay. But you know what? I'm going to try to roleplay soon. So if you have an RP event or RP party that you're going to have, let me know. I'll probably stop by and roleplay. Hopefully it'll be a wolf thing, because I'd like to do that. I'd like to RP a wolf. Okay. Awesome Sauce 510 says, cool shirt. Regarding, referring to the shirt that I showed you earlier, that we might be making for the game. Okay, so I'm going to show that shirt one last time, and I think that's it for all the questions for today. So thanks again for all the feedback and for all the questions and suggestions. If you have any feedback or questions or suggestions, post in the comments below, or you can post on my wall in Chroma Club or Doodle Club. Thanks again, and take care.